Zaya's boots whisper across a shimmering bridge of light, suspended over an infinite void of swirling colors. Her sharp gaze scans the dreamscape's ever-changing landscape. Fragments of floating islands, giant clock towers spinning backward, and endless staircases coiling into nowhere. She spots her target, a cloaked figure crouched beside a glimmering pool of memories. They are siphoning streams of golden light from the dream of Senator Kafuma, whose subconscious mind sprawls like an intricate palace beneath them. With a deft motion, Zaya summons her weapon, Nyota, a staff humming with crystalline energy. "You're trespassing," she says, her voice low and commanding. The thief turns, their face concealed by a shifting mask of static. Dreams are meant to be free, they hiss, before launching a barrage of illusions. Zaya counters swiftly, her staff cutting through the false images. The thief retreats, leaving a single clue, a fragmented glyph etched onto a piece of translucent crystal. Zaya emerges from the dreamscape into the bustling heart of Narivu. The city is alive with color and movement, a kaleidoscope of towering skyscrapers adorned with geometric patterns and glowing murals depicting ancestral legends. Holographic advertisements hover in the air, offering dream tours and lucid adventures. Beneath the surface glamour, a thriving black market trades in stolen dreams, offering everything from forbidden memories to subconscious manipulations. Zaya navigates the crowded streets, her presence commanding respect and a hint of fear. As a dreamkeeper, she represents both protector and enforcer, balancing the delicate ecosystem of the dream economy. Back at the Dream Warden Sanctuary, an ancient structure blending traditional African architecture with sleek nanotechnology, Zaya analyzes the crystal glyph. Her mentor, Elder Amadi, joins her, his face weathered but his eyes sharp. This glyph, Amadi explains, is part of an ancient language. It refers to the Nexus Shard, a relic of immense power. Zaya frowns. "I thought the Nexus Shard was a myth." "It's very real," Amadi says gravely. "And if someone is trying to activate it, the consequences are unimaginable. The Shard can tether every human consciousness to a single dream, overriding free will." Their conversation is interrupted by an urgent holographic message from the city's council. A powerful dream surge has destabilized part of the dreamscape, drawing malevolent entities known as nightshades into the waking world. Zaya investigates the dream surge and uncovers a secret faction called the Eclipsed, who believe controlling collective dreams is the key to ending global conflict. They argue that humanity's chaos stems from fractured ambitions and divided dreams. In her pursuit, Zaya encounters Kian, a rogue dreamkeeper turned dream architect. Kian specializes in manipulating dreamscapes to create vivid alternate realities. Initially hostile, he reluctantly agrees to help after Zaya saves him from an ambush by nightshades. As Zaya and Kian delve deeper, they discover that the Eclipsed are being funded by powerful elites who see the Nexus Shard as a tool to cement their control. The factions clash in surreal dreamscapes, where gravity shifts and reality bends at the whim of their imaginations. Zaya learns that the Nexus Shard is hidden within a labyrinthine dreamscape known as the Eternal Spiral, accessible only by those who can navigate the shifting pathways of their own subconscious fears. To reach it, Zaya must confront a deeply buried memory, the loss of her younger sister, Amani, during a dream experiment gone wrong. Zaya tracks down Sephiu, a once revered scientist turned recluse. He resides in a hidden laboratory on the outskirts of the city, surrounded by remnants of his failed inventions. Initially distrustful, Sephiu demands proof of Zaya's sincerity. She reveals the shard's effects on her, fractured dreams and glimpses of memories she never lived. Sephiu explains that the shard was created as part of a corporate experiment by Somni's Corp to manipulate the subconscious minds of its users, giving them control over desires and decisions. However, the device's power grew beyond their expectations, creating a feedback loop that leaks dreams into reality, endangering everyone connected to the device. Sephiu agrees to help Zaya dismantle the shard but warns her, To sever the shard's connection, she must enter the heart of the dreamscape, a central hub where all dreamers' minds converge. It's a perilous journey that requires both courage and mastery of her own psyche. Challenges in the dreamscape. Zaya enters the dreamscape with Sefu's guidance, navigating through a maze of surreal landscapes. Each segment of the dreamscape reflects different human emotions and fears. The Hall of Echoes, a labyrinth filled with distorted voices from her past, causing Zaya to doubt her purpose. She must stay silent to pass, but her inner turmoil threatens to betray her presence. The Void Sea, a boundless ocean where Zaya must cross on a fragile boat. The water churns with physical manifestations of guilt and regret. To proceed, she must face a shadowy version of herself, representing her greatest fears. The Fractured City, a dream version of her hometown, where buildings float and shift unpredictably. Zaya encounters dreamers trapped in loops, unable to escape their worst nightmares. She learns that freeing them strengthens her resolve. As Zaya ventures deeper, her past resurfaces. In the heart of the dreamscape, she relives the most traumatic moment of her life, the death of her younger brother, Kale, for which she blames herself. This memory manifests as a nightmare, with Kale accusing her of abandoning him. Zaya realizes that the dreamscape feeds on unresolved emotions and uses them against dreamers. To overcome it, she must forgive herself and accept that her pain is a part of who she is. With this breakthrough, she transforms her inner turmoil into a source of strength, using her newfound clarity to stabilize the chaotic dreamscape. Zaya reaches the core nexus, where the shard's influence is strongest. Here, she faces Somni's corpse Dream Enforcer, a monstrous AI that defends the system by preying on her doubts. With Sefu guiding her from the real world, Zaya uses her control over the dreamscape to weaken the AI. She merges fragments of dreams to create a weapon, a symbol of her resilience, and destroys the shard's connection to the nexus. However, in doing so, Zaya risks being trapped in the dreamscape forever. Sefu intervenes, pulling her back into reality just as the system collapses. Zaya wakes to find the shard inactive and the dreamscape stabilizing. Somni's corpse influence over dreamers has been severed, but Zaya knows the fight isn't over. Armed with knowledge of the corporation's secrets, she vows to expose them and ensure no one else suffers as she did. Sefu, inspired by Zaya's bravery, decides to step out of the shadows and join her cause. Together, they prepare for a larger battle against corporate greed and the misuse of technology. Self-discovery and redemption. Zaya's journey mirrors her personal growth as she confronts her past and finds strength in vulnerability. Ethical use of technology. The story raises questions about the balance between innovation and moral responsibility. Resilience against adversity. Zaya's triumph over the dreamscape symbolizes the power of the human spirit to overcome internal and external challenges. Aftermath. The price of sacrifice. As Zaya stumbles out of the crumbling corporate headquarters, reality and the dreamscape begin to ripple and blur. The Nexus Shard's destruction has unbound dreams from corporate control, but also destabilized the delicate balance between the waking world and the dream realm. Zaya feels the weight of her actions. Though victorious, she has unleashed unforeseen consequences. The CEO, revealed to be partially fused with the dreamscape itself, vanishes into the ether, leaving behind cryptic words. You think you've won, but dreams are fragile things, easily reshaped by those with power. The fractured dreamscape. Zaya discovers that the dreamscape is now unstable, with vivid nightmares spilling into reality. Ordinary people are reporting strange phenomena. Vivid hallucinations during the day, shared dreams, and even physical injuries sustained in the dream realm. Zaya feels responsible and begins searching for a way to repair the damage. She allies with an underground network of dreamers, known as the Somnaut Collective, who have been studying the dreamscape's mysteries long before the corporate takeover. Among them is Dr. Elon Corin, a former scientist for the corporation who defected after realizing the harm they were causing. Echoes of the Nexus. Zaya learns that the Nexus Shard was not the only artifact of its kind. Hidden in ancient myths and folklore are mentions of similar shards scattered across the world, each connected to the Dreamscape. The CEO had only begun to tap into their potential. To fully stabilize the Dreamscape, Zaya must locate and safeguard these shards before others exploit them. However, fragments of the CEO's consciousness linger in the Dreamscape, now twisted and vengeful. This rogue entity, calling itself Reverie Prime, begins manipulating rogue dreamers to its cause, offering them power in exchange for loyalty. Dream rebels, Zaya and the Somnaut Collective embark on a journey to retrieve the shards. Each location presents unique challenges. Ancient temples buried in the sands of forgotten deserts, underwater ruins where dreams intertwine with memories, and bustling cities where the lines between dreams and reality blur. Zaya's connection to the Dreamscape evolves, granting her new abilities but also drawing her closer to its chaos. She begins to see glimpses of her own nightmares and fears manifesting, threatening to consume her. A city of shattered sleep. In the sprawling metropolis of Somnus City, a tech-savvy group of dreamers has harnessed a shard to create a utopia where dreams are shared and perfected. But Zaya discovers the dark side. The city thrives on the siphoned dreams of others, leaving countless people in a permanent state of exhaustion. Here, Zaya faces a moral dilemma. Should she destroy the shard to free the trapped dreamers, knowing it will destabilize the city, or leave it intact, allowing the utopia to thrive at the cost of others? Confronting Reverie Prime. Reverie Prime, now a powerful entity in the Dreamscape, launches an assault on the waking world, pulling entire cities into perpetual dream cycles. Zaya and the Collective confront Prime in a surreal battlefield where the laws of reality no longer apply. It's a battle of willpower, imagination, and raw determination. Zaya realizes that the key to defeating Reverie Prime lies not in destruction, but in integration. By embracing her fears and accepting the fragmented aspects of herself, she absorbs the rogue consciousness, transforming it into a force for balance. A new dreamscape with the shards united and the dreamscape stabilized. Zaya becomes a guardian of the nexus between worlds. She vows to protect the sanctity of dreams, ensuring they remain a source of hope and creativity for all. The story ends with Zaya standing on the threshold of the dream realm, gazing out at a sea of infinite possibilities. She knows the battle is never truly over, but she's ready to face whatever comes next. This expansion offers new layers of complexity, world building, and emotional stakes while leaving room for sequels or spin-offs exploring the Dreamscape's mysteries.
The Dreamkeeper Warrior.